Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Triple N Media. This is a quick review of AMC stock on a 60-minute interval over a period of 1 month to analyze technically and see is this a good time to get into the AMC stock, and is the AMC headed higher in the short term? Question mark. I use multiple technical indicators to see where the stock is now, where it has been before, and where do we expect the stock to be in the next several days. Okay, here I have the so-called Bollinger Bands with the central exponential moving average, and here I have a 13-period average. Along with that, I have the support line from the trend line, support line, and here we have a resistance line here. This is based on 60 minutes 30-day chart, and here I have the stochastic, then I have the Bollinger Bands here, and RSI. Now let's start off with a situation where it is pretty obvious as to what you could have done. Like at this level, let me see if I can draw a little cross here and how these technical analyses work. Like if you were in the market at this point, based on the Bollinger Bands, where it is at the bottom of the Bollinger Band 2 standard deviation. Number 2, the stochastics had hit a bottom and it is trying to make a second bottom. That's a good sign. The Bollinger Band is crossing across the MACD line. The MACD short term is crossing across the MACD line, and the bars are getting smaller and smaller, and so is the RSI, which is touching the baseline 30% and trying to come back up. And if you had entered the market somewhere here, you would have had a handful of profit, because here we see a pretty brisk impulsive wave as evidenced by these bars piercing through the upper Bollinger Band boundary, and it goes all the way there, and then it makes a little correction and it hits the top, and this is our resistance level. Okay, this would have been an ideal entry point. Let's see if we use the same thing here. Were there any indications to suggest that this was going to take a turn downwards? Let's look at this. This is where it took a turn downwards. One important thing I want to point out is that Bollinger Bands we see when at the top or the bottom. If we see a double top or a double bottom, that may be an indication that the stock is about to turn in the opposite direction. However, the stochastic hit the top here, but it didn't move for at least 2 bars. That's for a couple of hours before it started. But anyway, even here when it turned, this could have helped you, because now you are going in a downward trend. And MACD is always the last indicator to show any kind of a signal, and if you come here, the line crossing, you already missed the boat. Let's look at it this way. But MACD, you not only look at the crossing of the lines, but also you look at these bars, but the bars are not helping. But nonetheless, the RSI crossed the line here, and this would have been the place to get in. But again, where are you going to get in here? Because as soon as it approaches, we may have to go on a smaller time scale, like 30 minutes. Let's go to 30 minutes, see if that would have helped you to catch some of that falling knife or invest in. Okay, so here, where was this point? This was like here. This is where it crossed the 30-point line, and this is called the diverging trends. Here the prices are going up, but the stochastic is going down. So this is called a divergence. Divergence is a very strong sign of reversal of a trend. So here we see a double top from the Bollinger Bands. Here we see divergence, and here is it's not helping us very much. It's crossing here, which is a little late, and this is crossing the 70% overbought line. So this could have helped us here. But where are we now, right now? Okay, we are right here, and what is happening here? Well, your stochastic is at the top, almost 90%. That means it's overbought situation. So would you enter a market expecting it's going to go up? We don't have anything to help us. And here, this is trying to turn down here actually. So we don't, even this is not helping us. This is in a no man's land situation. And our support level is supposed to be at $11.14, and our resistance is at like $13. So this is what's called by Bollinger Bands as a consolidation. When we are seeing a consolidation, and as I said, we can see consolidation, this is called the squeeze. When we are seeing a squeeze, are we going to go up or are we going to go down? It's hard to say, but there are other indicators which are making us a little suspicious. This is going to break through this line and go up further. Even if it does, it may just do it for a short period, as it reached here 94%, and right now this is around 85%. So there's room for another 10 points on the stochastics to go up. And again, we don't have much confidence in these things. So this is where we stand as far as AMC is concerned. So I think putting all these various parameters together, you will know when to get into the market. The best time to get into this market would have been like here, when we had multiple indicators. Let's bring the cross here again. We had multiple indicators suggesting maybe this is a time to get into the market. The stochastic was primed, and here we're crossing up the MACD lines and the bars going from negative to positive, and the RSI was from the down, it is going up. So this would have been an ideal situation. So the next time you see something like this situation on a 30-minute scale, and you draw all these things, if your software allows you, I think this is a point to enter. And when you reach, it is piercing through this upper border of the Bollinger Band, and the stochastic is up, the MACD is up, or RSI is up. Think about reversal. I hope this has been educational and useful to you. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have numerous videos on educating ourselves to be a better, wiser investor in the stock market. Thank you so much for your time.